Good afternoon, kids. It is crafts class day, and today we are going to learn how to make this lovely woven paper heart that becomes like a little pocket or a little pouch. Sometimes people use them as ornaments. Sometimes they're called a Danish heart from Denmark or a Scandinavian heart. They come from that area of the world, and sometimes they're even made out of cloth. We're going to make ours today out of 2 pieces of paper, and I'm going to be using black and orange, maybe for a little Halloween heart. And I have 2 pieces that are 9 inches long by 3 inches wide. I have found that that works pretty well, so you could use whatever paper you have at home. We want to be able to take this paper and fold each one in half, and then they need to crisscross on each other like this. They need to be big enough to have this little area here for the heart. This little part here, this little square part, is what gets woven, and we need to have a little extra at the top. So as long as your paper is proportioned correct, that would work. So let's see how I'm going to do it. I've got both pieces, and you can see I've folded them both in half, and then I have these folded edges at the bottom. What I like to do is put them on top of each other, and I could use something to draw a curve. Like if you want to, you can put a cup up, or you can just kind of eyeball it. I'm going to eyeball mine and cut a curve off of the open edges. So I'm just cutting a little curve, making it a pretty little heart shape at the end. Just kind of curvy for now. Ooh, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some slits into my paper. Now if I wanted to, I could use a ruler and be really perfect and cut it at the 1-inch mark and the 2-inch mark because it's 3 inches wide. Or today, for this video's sake, I'm going to just cut it. And I want to cut from the very bottom fold line right up to where the curvy part is. So I'm just eyeballing 1/3. Maybe you'll want to do like a little scrappy one first just to test it, and then do like a really perfect one with nice paper. So I'm cutting right up to there. So now I have my 2 folded papers. You can see they're cut right in the middle. So is this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to weave them together so they become this crisscross pattern. Now because we have 2 different layers of the paper, or cloth if you were doing it out of cloth, we don't want to just go over, under. We actually want to go around the loop and then through the loop and around the loop. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to take the black paper and I am going to go around this orange loop at first. So I'm going on the front and the back around that loop, this first one. Then what I'm going to do is open up my orange loop and go right through that loop. So I'm going to like tuck it in. And now it's time for my last orange one, and I have to go around the loop. So I'm going to hold it kind of like this, and I'm going to open it with one finger, and I'm going to squeak that little one right through, just like that. And then I have one loop that's woven. So you can see it goes over, through, over. And it does that on the back side too, over, through, over. So now I want to do the opposite with my middle loop. So I'm going to go through the orange loop here because I went around it before. Now I'm going to go through. So I have to tuck it and then kind of manipulate the paper a little bit so that I can get this middle one available. So now I want to go around the orange one. So I'm going to open my black one, and I'm going to just push my orange one through. So then you can see we're starting to get that beautiful pattern. Now this last one, it has to go around the orange. I'm going to twist it and put, hold on, I've got to think about this, kids. I want the orange to go in there. So I'm just going to tuck it, and it seems like nothing's happening because it's just tucked through. But it will be all right once this one gets woven. It'll like tuck it tight. So now the last one is usually hardest because you have to have enough room, and there's not always a lot of room. So I'm going to lift my orange one up, and I'm going to go through the black one. The black is going around the orange. Then I'm going to go through the orange, And this is where if it's not all straight and if it's not measured correctly, it's hard to get it through there. So, see how that's falling out? Oh, kids, don't cry. You'll get it. So now, I'm going to open this one up. What if I cry? Do YouTube people ever cry during their videos? Probably not. Okay, so I'm getting it through there, and my paper is a little soft, but I'm tucking it through, and I'm kind of pulling it gently. I don't want to rip my paper. The last strip usually is the most challenging. So it wants to get stuck right there, and I'm just going to gently move it over. And then my last one is to get the orange one to go through the black. And I might have to scoot these up just a little bit so it fits. So I'm opening my black one up and tucking my orange one inside. And it's just a perfect little fit. It's going to go in there. I'm going to make it go in there without hurting it too much and getting my craftsmanship bad. This might be better with like a stiffer paper. This construction paper is a little bit soft. I might have to go in there and kind of grab it a little bit. There. So then you can see it is woven on the front and it's also woven on the back. So if you're not seeing that checkerboard, probably something has happened wrong. The first time I did it, I mixed it up a little bit. So then you can see we can open it up and there's a little pocket on the inside, and that is our Halloween heart. Now I see right there, I would maybe just want to curve that a little bit more so it's more perfect. And then it is done. So your assignment, my darlings, is to make one of these hearts and send me a picture of it. And I want to see, you can send me a picture that shows the open pocket a little bit. That would be best. Thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.